Hey guys, I have some tulip bulbs that I've been meaning to plant and some allium bulbs as well. I'm in zone 9, so even though it's January and planting tulips may seem like it's late, it's actually the perfect time for us. So we don't get really cold here, so I actually have to keep my tulip bulbs in the fridge for 6 to 12 weeks before I can plant them in the yard, so that way they will actually bloom in the spring. So we kind of have to fake the cold here, so that's why I'm just now getting around to planting them. So I have 50 tulips I'm going to plant and 18 alliums. So I just want to really quickly show you what tools I'm using, what supplies you're going to need, and then show you the plan that I have and how I think I want to plant these guys. Okay, so real quick guys, these are some of the supplies that I'm going to use today. Of course, I have some gloves because I don't like my hands to get dirty. I have some bone meal. This is just going to help the bulbs bloom as good as they can, since we're working against the elements here. These are my tulips I have. It's 50 of them. These were in the fridge, so I just pulled these out. As you can see, some of them even have already started coming through, which is great. These are my alliums. If you've never seen them before, I have 15 of them. They kind of remind me of Dr. Seuss, and I really kind of like that. This is the bulb planter I'm going to use today. It's one that you actually step on, and I think that's just going to make this job a lot easier. But I wanted to show some other options in case you don't want to get a giant bulb planter like I have. You could use a diblet. This is just a plain wooden one. And then, of course, a shovel. Can't go wrong. Before we get planting, I wanted to really quickly show you what our front beds look like currently. I love symmetry. So what's on this side is exactly the same on the other side. It's the exact mirror image. So you can see in the front, I have lining the bed some pansies and violas. I do have a gardenia bush over there. I do have 5 grasses just to give some interest year-round. Right behind the grasses, I have some hydrangeas, which don't look so hot, but it is January. Give me a break, right? And then right behind them, I have some boxwoods, which I'm hoping that over the years I can form a hedge with and just have them be curved. And then I have some struggling Russian sage behind that. This does not get nearly as much sunlight as Russian sage would like. So game plan, right? Okay, I have 50 tulips, so I'm going to do 25 in one bed and 25 in the other, which is on the other side right there. And then I have those 15 alliums. So the 15 alliums I'm going to split. I'm going to kind of curve back along this bed so that way they can give some height in the background. And then my tulips, I think I'm going to do a drift up here and make the drift get thicker once it gets to this part of the bed, which is a little bit more bare. So I'm really excited. I think it's going to look really good. I'm hoping for some good luck with these. Oh, aren't these violas just so cute? And I was over here earlier admiring them. I just wanted to show you guys in case you've never seen this before. Let me find a better example. Okay, these are just darling. So what's really cool that I noticed today when I was out here was my violas actually are going to seed. You see that? So after the bloom falls off, they actually have seeds they leave behind. So they are already dropping these seeds and just naturalizing. So you'll see this area is all mulched, but you see these little sprouts? Those are actually from the flowers just naturalizing. I love it. Okay, so I got my bulbs. So the first thing I'm going to do is separate them. So like I said, my beds are symmetrical, so I want exactly the same on this side that you guys are going to see. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. So I have 25 of the tulip finolas. These are a double tulip, which I love. They just look way more full. Almost gives you like rose peony vibes, which these are not, these are tulips, but they're double, and I really think that's pretty. And then these are another 25. These are called the blue spectacle. And then my alliums, I think I said I have 15 of them, and these are the purple sensation. Remember, these are the globe round Dr. Seuss looking flowers. So I'm gonna just split these up in half so then I can know what I'm gonna be planting on this side and then how many I'm gonna be planting on the other side. Okay, just quick tulip fundamentals and bulbs period. The same thing goes for when you're planting garlic, tulips, alliums. There is a right way to plant it and there's a wrong way. So you'll see your bulb, the pointy side goes up. That's where your leaves and your flowers are going to come from. The bottom is actually roots, and some of these you can actually even see the roots. So root side goes down, pointy side goes up. So now that we have them all sorted, let's get to digging. Now real quick, just want to show out the layout that I just put the bulbs in. So like I said, I wanted to do a thicker drift. So you can see I have way more bulbs over here, thinly scattering them right behind these pansies and violas. I have a larger pocket here, so I'm thickening it. And then right along the back side, remember, I want those alliums to poke through. So this is kind of how I have them planned out. Whew, okay. That definitely got easier as I got used to using the tool. Luckily for me, it did rain pretty hard yesterday, so the ground was nice and moist, which definitely made this job easier. So right now I'm just taking about a tablespoon of bone meal, placing it in the holes that we just dug before I move my tulip bulbs in those holes. It's just gonna help get brighter, bigger blooms earlier on. Now I'm excited because both the varieties of tulips I'm planting and the alliums are both late summer blooms. So I should get a show about the same time for both of these. So remember, the tulip holes I dug, they were 6 inches deep. We're gonna put the pointy side up, just place them in the hole. Oh, easier said than done. Okay, one moment, I lost a bulb, and it's definitely sideways. Okay, pointy side down, and we're gonna cover it. Okay, definitely helps if you hold it by the top. And let me get these planted, guys. excited to see what's going to come of these tulips and alliums come spring and summer. Like this video if you enjoyed this and you want to see an update once we get some blooms on these. All right, see you next time. Thanks for hanging out with me, guys. I'll plant with you later.